What did Jungkook say that left Taehyung silent, smiling briefly before tears flowed down his face? Could this be a turning point in their emotional bond amid the shifting tides of BTS's journey? Fans around the world are asking these questions, and what happened recently may be the most heartfelt and unexpected moment in BTS history. It wasn't a concert, a world tour, or a record-breaking announcement. It was a quiet confession that shook everyone in the room and beyond. And it came from none other than Jungkook, the youngest of BTS, someone known for his strength and charm, finally choosing to speak words he had kept to himself for far too long. Picture this, a calm day at BTS's Seoul rehearsal studio. All 7 members had gathered, supposedly for a discussion about an upcoming documentary chronicling their 11-year journey together. The mood was familiar, playful teasing, laughter, and casual conversations. Nothing seemed out of the ordinary until RM, as the leader, shifted the tone. "This isn't for the cameras or about business," he began. "This is about us, as brothers." From that moment, things got real. Each member began sharing personal struggles, fears, and emotions they had long hidden. Jimin broke down, recalling his lowest moments. Suga admitted to being afraid they'd drift apart with their busy schedules. Jikook, known for his energetic spirit, confessed to feeling isolated lately. Jin tried to bring humor but was visibly emotional. And then came Jungkook. Everyone turned to him. He took a deep breath, starting with general words of appreciation. But soon, his voice deepened. The tone grew heavier. It was clear something deeper was coming. "I've been meaning to say this for a long time," Jungkook said quietly. "But I was scared. Scared I'd mess things up or hurt you. But now, I realize it's not about me anymore, it's about what you deserve to hear." A heavy silence fell. You could even hear the low hum of the air conditioner. He turned to Taehyung. "Hyung," he said, "you once told me, back when we debuted, that you hoped we could all stay like this forever." I smiled then. But I didn't really get it. Now I do. He paused. "Because you've always been the one trying the hardest to keep us together. And I never said it before, but I see it now. And I appreciate it. I appreciate you. I'm sorry if I ever made you feel alone. You weren't." That sentence shattered Taehyung's silence. His expression froze. Then he smiled faintly, before the tears started falling. Not one or two, but freely, fully. Tears of pain, yes, but also of relief. Finally, someone had acknowledged what he had been quietly carrying all this time. "I love you, Hyung," Jungkook added, his voice trembling. "Not just as a member, but as my brother, a part of my life." In that moment, Taehyung stood up, walked over to Jungkook, and hugged him tightly. No more words were needed. That one embrace told the story of years of unspoken love, guilt, and healing. That emotional session was never meant for public eyes. But after much thought, the group decided to include a short clip of the moment in their upcoming documentary Beyond the Stage, The Real Us. Even the brief trailer already brought fans to tears. It showed something deeper than performance. It showed family. For years, Taehyung has been the cool, composed, and graceful face of BTS. But behind that calm exterior, it turns out he had been bearing the emotional weight of keeping the group connected. And while Jungkook had always seemed carefree and energetic, that night, he admitted to having been too quiet, too late to express what mattered. After that moment, everything seemed to change. Taehyung appeared more relaxed and affectionate in content. He and Jungkook even filmed a travel vlog together in a quiet Japanese town, where they discussed things they had never spoken of publicly before. Fans quickly dubbed it the warmest era of their friendship. But this outpouring of emotion left many wondering, why now? Some fans believed it was connected to a brief period months earlier when Taehyung mysteriously disappeared from group activities. The official reason given was personal time, but now, many suspect he was going through something more serious. Some believe Jungkook knew and had been burdened by guilt for not speaking sooner. Other fans and critics raised a different theory. Was this confession spontaneous, or was it coordinated by HYB to restore group unity? Leaked internal documents from company forums suggested multiple interventions by the agency's PR and psychological teams in recent months, adding fuel to this speculation. Still, the rawness of Jungkook's words is hard to fake. Yet, beneath the tears and hugs, the public began to examine old footage, Taehyung avoiding Jungkook's eyes in interviews, sitting far apart during variety shows, looking tense when Jungkook was overly praised. Could there have been a deeper fracture between them? Some fans argue that Jungkook's apology may have come from a place of emotional betrayal, not romantic, but fraternal. During rough patches, he may have turned to other members, leaving Taehyung feeling left out, possibly even replaced. For someone who had given so much, that emotional distance might have felt like a deep wound. A former staffer anonymously shared that Taehyung, despite his smile, would sometimes sit quietly in corners during breaks, staring into space, clearly withdrawn. "He's not tired from work," the source said. "He's tired from holding it in." This revelation triggered even more debate online. Was this moment of love and honesty part of a media strategy? Some fans were angry, asking why such confessions had to come after so many years of emotional silence. Others defended Jungkook, praising him for his courage in a notoriously cold industry. One moment during a fan meet only stirred things more. When asked about the documentary scene, Taehyung smiled and simply said, "Sometimes the people closest to us are the ones we most want to avoid, because they know too much." That remark sent chills. The camera caught Jungkook's reaction, his face motionless. The silence that followed was deafening. So, is this the healing of old wounds, or the opening of new ones? Was Jungkook's "I'm sorry" a step toward reconnection, or a reminder of all the unspoken pain? One thing is clear, BTS is no longer just about music. It's about relationships, complex, fragile, and very human. The upcoming documentary may not give all the answers, but it's already exposed a powerful truth. Behind the perfection, there are emotions. Behind the smiles, there are stories untold. And behind that hug between Jungkook and Taehyung lies a history that the world is only beginning to understand.